The first thing you're going to need for this experiment is sugar. The best results is with imperial sugar or Dixie crystals, but I just use regular sugar in my pantry, so I think any sugar would work. You're also going to need food coloring, water, a clear drinking straw, and then you're also going to need 6 clear plastic cups. I prefer the cups to be a little taller so that you can get the water in the straw, and then measuring spoons in teaspoons. The experiment I'm doing today is called the sugar rainbow. So the first thing I'm going to do is fill up the 6 plastic cups with room temperature water. And I filled them pretty high to the top because they weren't big glasses, they were kind of short. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a different color food coloring to each of the cups. And then the next thing I'm going to do is add a different amount of sugar in each cup. So I added 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 in the last one. And you leave the first cup with no sugar. And then I mixed each one of them until the sugar was dissolved. So when I was in a restaurant, I would always remember doing this to my soda. So I would put the straw in the soda and then cap it at the top so the soda stays in the straw. So you're pretty much doing this to every single drink, but when you put it in a new solution, you're gonna quickly take your thumb off and then cap it really quick. You want to make sure you keep your thumb really tight on the top of the straw, or else something like this will happen. You have to make sure to be really careful that you keep your thumb really tight on top of the straw, because if you let go, you're going to have to start all over again. So this is my second time doing the experiment, and it turned out really well. Everything has a different amount of density, especially solutions that are made up of sugar and water. By putting a different amount of sugar in every cup by keeping the water at the same measurement within the different cups, each solution will have a different density. The more sugar there is in the solution, the higher the density. Density is the reason why the liquids stay stacked on top of each other in the straw, but the reason why they stay in the straw is because of cohesion and adhesion. There is surface tension at the bottom of the straw that is strong enough to hold liquids in the straw, as long as air pressure doesn't enter it. Once your finger is removed, air pressure will push the liquids out of the straw, just like this. Another example of a density is water and oil. It's a known fact that water and oil don't mix because oil is a lot less dense than water. That's why the oil goes all the way to the top when it's poured into a glass of water. Another example of density would have to be balsamic vinegar and olive oil. If you've ever been to a restaurant where they've given you vinegar and olive oil, you can tell that the vinegar goes all the way to the top because vinegar is a lot more dense than the oil. Oils that are denser than water are called tar.